there's a big fat hole for a turbo. Go over all the modifications on the car. That sucks. So for wheels, it's got the full... God damn, yo, this bug just keep trying to attack me. All right, so we're about to go for a cruise in the RSX. We're actually just gonna go park somewhere and talk about it a little bit. Had to whip out the black and blue track jacket to match the blue car. The audio might be terrible from the GoPro. I actually have my iPhone recording audio down here, which I'm hoping might be a little better, might be worse, I don't know. The car drones a lot, the thing is loud. And I have this new GoPro set up. I have no clue how it's gonna look. I think it's like pretty damn wide. Maybe I'll crop it in a bit, but we'll see. Hopefully you guys can hear me. We're just gonna go cruise over. We're gonna go over all the modifications on the car that the previous owner did to the car. Because now I've had the car for, I don't know, a couple weeks, probably more. I don't drive it much. I still gotta get suspension parts fixed, which all the parts are in now. I'm just waiting on my buddy's shop over there in Dover, New Jersey Speed Shop. He's gonna help me do all the install, but all the parts are in, including an Acuity short throw shifter, because this, as you've seen in other videos, I'll probably throw a clip on screen, there's a ridiculous amount of play. All right, the goal is to not bottom out as I pull out of my driveway. That is the goal. I'm gonna wait for this car to go by because I don't want to bottom out. Can't tell if I bottom out or not because there's so much noise anyway. All right, feels good. Been a few weeks since I drove it. Still smooth, so smooth. So I actually called up a shop locally in Newark, New Jersey, Top Secret Import Tuning. Yosolo tunes out of there, works out of there. I was recommended to them by another local friend, Hugo, who had an old Civic with a K-swap in it, now rocking a 500 Abarth. Met him through me having my 124 Abarth, and I reached out to them talking about possibly turboing this. They'll give me some recommendations. I was saying I wanted to go with like a 58 because I'm not looking to do a ridiculous amount of power, you know, maybe like 400, I don't know, 4 something wheel horse. The guy was telling me, he's like, you know what, honestly, the 62, 66 is not going to spool that much less, and it's going to be easier to hit those power goals. I don't have experience with that, so I really don't know, but I'm looking into Humble Performance. I've said that in another video. They do some nice budget options, which you can upgrade the turbo, wastegate, and blow valve, which are usually the 3 components that need to get updated in a budget kit. And they have the precision turbo. They got the 58, 58, 62, 62, 62, 66. So I got some options out there. I just got to decide on which one I'm going to go with. The first thing I need to do is fix all of the suspension issues, which I'm trying to think right now. What was it? I gotta fix I got tie rod ends, the roll center, adjustable, whatever, ball joint, this, that, front lower control arms. Those are the main 3. And then I got an Acuity 4-way adjustable short throw shifter with the base bushings as well, because this thing is so sloppy. And right now, if I were to go wide open throttle, 2nd, 3rd, 4th gear, the car just, it feels like it's wandering on the road. It doesn't want to stay straight. And it's not torque steer. Believe me, it's not that. I haven't had a front wheel drive in a while. I've said that in my other video. It ain't torque steer. I'm not being yanked to the side. I just have to keep adjusting the wheel, or I feel like I'm floating around. So we're gonna go to a little empty parking lot, hopefully, and go over all the modifications, exterior, interior. I'm gonna do a nice little walk around. I have a list so I don't forget everything. Just to touch base, when I bought the car, the previous owner did say he put like a new battery, new OEM clutch and flywheel. I think he said it had a fresh oil change, although it's been sitting for a while. You know, the car has 143,000 miles. And when I was talking to the guy over at, what is it, Top Secret Import Tuning, they said, they're like, honestly, that's the perfect amount. He goes, after 100,000, that's when these cars really put down more power. I'm like, okay, it sounds like 100,000 is their braking period then. Any other car, 143,000, you're kind of like, you know, that's a lot. But it seems like with the K20s and these type of engines, they really just start making more power after 100,000. That's what he told me. So if that's true, it makes me feel a little bit more comfortable that I'm going to be turboing it now when I'm at, you know, about 143,000. I'm telling you, it's got some pickup for being a little 2-liter engine. Like, I'm using my 124 Spider with a turbo, and it spools up quick, but this thing's got that instant throttle response. I don't know if you saw that. I hit a little bump, and that might have been like a little tiny bit of torque steer when I hit that bump. But after that, I don't know if you could see the wheel, but I was kind of having to adjust it a little bit just in that little tiny second to third gear rip. There was a little bump that I hit that did a yank, but besides that, I had to just kind of adjust the wheel a little bit just to keep it going straight. Feels good though. I'm excited. I gotta get this thing driving straight first. Let's see. Those freaking engine mounts, if I give it gas and then let go, it's just like the whole thing damn bucks like that. But that's apparently a side effect of having those engine mounts. I'm actually happy I have not rubbed at all yet. Roads are terrible here. That's another thing. I might have to raise it a little bit. Roads are not good here, and I've been rubbing a lot, you know? All right, so we're almost here. Hopefully there are no cars in that little spot that I want to go to. And we're just going to go out and talk about the car. Talk about everything that was done to it. All the modifications, and a little bit more about what I plan to do with it. This thing is a rumble monster. I'm telling you, the thing just freaking rumbles. I don't know what this dude's doing here. It's my spot. Get out of here. I got a random car in the most random spot. This place is usually empty. What are you doing, Honda? Shoot. All right, let's see. Maybe I'll stay in the shade. You know what? I'll stay in this shade. Let's do that. I'll stay right here in the shade. All right, I'm gonna hop out. I'm gonna get my iPhone on a gimbal. I don't know how it's gonna work out. The gimbal kind of acts up sometimes, so who knows? Gonna try and make it smooth and look good. Let's do that. We're gonna hop out and go over everything. Let's go. I don't got it on the gimbal yet. I just came outside. Come on. I've had the car under a cover the entire time that I've owned it. And I've taken it out like 3 freaking times. God damn. That shit just hit me when I walked outside. Oh man. That sucks. I can't even think how the hell that happened. Unless something fell from the fucking tree. Damn, that sucks. That 100% was not there. I've looked the car over, I've done videos on it. I would have seen that. That sucks. All right, whatever. Let's, oh yeah, I forgot about that. He did the little rear delete over there for the wiper. All right, let's put this on a gimbal and try and get fancy. All right, now we're fancy, we're on a gimbal. So, like I just said, we got, why the hell isn't this working? Hold on a second, it's on the wrong mode. There we go, now it's following me. So, like I just said, that happened, which really sucks. When I got it from the guy, it had a fresh paint job to a degree. I know he's painted the whole car a few times, I believe. And especially the front end, he repainted. So it's in really good condition. The paint, everything, as you can see, it's just freaking beautiful. It looks nice. So, besides that, and I think what he said was his dad used to paint cars for Maserati or something. So if that's true, that's why they kept painting it. So I got a list on my other hand, on my other phone. So I'm gonna be looking back and forth. So real quick, it actually is KPRO Tuned at a place in Pennsylvania. They tuned it, put down about 230 something wheel horse. It's got the 02 to 04 harness, or ECU I should say, I think it is, with the 06 wiring harness, because that's how it is with these when it comes to the ECU. So it is KPRO Tuned. And let's see, it's got, I think I already mentioned, brand new clutch and flywheel, brand new battery. Let's talk about the front end. So what we got going on here? We have the full A-Spec front end kit, and I believe the side skirts. You guys who have been in the game more know RSXs, by all means, hop in when I'm wrong or I forget things. But it's got the full A-Spec kit. The wing itself, he doesn't recall if it's A-Spec, and I don't know. I think I had it when he bought it. He's owned it for 14 years, but prior to him, someone owned it for a very short period of time. But it does have a Mugen style rear bumper. And I say style because he had this made, I believe he said like one off. It's not like an authentic Mugen, you know, it's got a little bit of fitment issues. If I go down, you can see some gaps, you know. That's something that I wish he just would have put some double-sided tape inside of there to keep it on better. Same with this, actually. Little things surprised me, like this, ready? Look, I'm barely using any force. I'm holding a phone with like 4 fingers, just my thumb. It's basically connected on the edges. I don't know why he didn't take the time to put it down right, or maybe it came off, who knows. It is what it is, but I love it. I think it looks beautiful. So the Mugen style rear bumper with the A-Spec, I guess, style wing with the little lip spoiler thing here, and the A-Spec side skirts, and the A-Spec front. Going back to the front, what else do we have here? He put on, I'm trying to scroll down and see, so he's got the HID 8K headlight bulbs with the 3K fog lights, and the fog light like housing surround is hydro dipped, as it's called. Kind of gives off like a, I don't know, fake carbon fiber-esque look. Don't mind it. Not the biggest fan, but I don't mind it. It looks good. There's something under the hood that shows that as well. So for wheels, we have the Enkei PF01. These are actually really nice. I was never a fan of silver wheels, but when you keep them clean and on a blue car like this, with the blue lugs that he's got there, it just works. It really does. It just works. So these are 18s, he says. And when I asked about the width, he said he's not 100% sure, but he believes that they are 18 by 9. Not 100% sure. And they're wrapped in Nitto NT555. What is that? G2? I'm not even sure. I just go off of the NT555. And they're what? I think they're 225, 40, 18. Somewhere around here. Oh, there it is, right there. Yeah. 225, 40, 18. And what do we got in the back there? He said password JDM Rotors. I don't know 100%. And the reason why I say I don't know 100% is because honestly I don't know. And two, you'll hear it right now. Basically, so the exhaust. Let's go to the exhaust real quick. In his for sale listing, he listed it as an Apexi exhaust, just in general. He didn't know the models, Apexi. And another thing that I found of his, I want to say it was an old YouTube video, I'm not sure. He said Greddy. Now, I looked at this even when it was on a lift, and there is no stamping or anything on the tip, on the muffler. There is a little ridge, so to say. Let me see if I can go underneath a little bit. There is like a little ridge going around the muffler. That's the only like notatable thing that I can find. So that kind of tells me that possibly it's maybe, you know, an eBay brand or an off-brand muffler connected to something. I don't know. All I do know is it is freaking loud. Not too bad outside, to be honest, but inside it's just super droney. So the car is also sitting on function and form type 2 fully adjustable coilovers. A little bit of a pain because to adjust them, you need to actually take the coilovers off the car. I was hoping they are like other ones where you could adjust them on the car because I'm thinking about raising it a bit. And if I do, well, it's gonna have to come off the car. So if we go inside real quick, he's got the, I think this is, what the hell do you call it? Club RSX limited edition shift knob. But I have another shift knob I already bought from Racing. I love that company. They make some wild looking, just really, really good looking knobs. I got one I'm running in the Fiat 124 Spider Bart that I love. That's red with black Alcantara. I got that same one with blue and black Alcantara. I think it's gonna look really good. He also put a short throw in here, but I'm not a fan of it. It's very sloppy. It's plastic composite looking. I believe he said it was REVO or REVO or whatever. But I got the Acuity, like I said, coming in. One thing that I do really like is he's got the tuner view over here. So when the car's on, maybe I'll throw in a clip to let you see what it looks like. When the car's on, it gives you a lot of data as far as like air to fuel, intake, air temperature, all different stuff comes up here. Especially when I go and boost the car, that's really gonna be nice. Oh yeah, and one more thing I forgot to mention is this fancy pants mirror over here. I am not gonna lie, I'm still not used to it. It looks crazy. Let me try and like, there we go, zoom out a bit. It's pretty damn crazy. It kind of takes over your visors and your center. So I gotta get used to that. The other thing he has, which apparently is money, people talk about this, It's the teen hood dampers over here, which apparently are pretty rare and well desired, but they're nice. It's one thing I want to do to the Fiat 124 Spider Barth is to get that too. So let me try to readjust this freaking gimbal so we can start looking more. Get the hell out! I got a bug trying to attack me. All right, so here's the goods. Let's see what we got. Go to my list real quick. So let's start off with, we have an Injen cold air intake. We have the hybrid racing fuel rail. We have a phone call coming in, which cancel. We have the RBC Intake Manifold. The Hasport engine mounts. God damn, yo, this bug is keep trying to attack me. Like, I already could barely record this. Come on, bro. Seriously? I could like see him. For all I know, it's just a spider chilling by me. All right, I'm gonna try and finish this. So we have the Hasport engine mounts. It's got the battery relocation. As you can tell, basically, let's just put it this way. There's a big fat hole for a turbo, just waiting to be turboed. The previous owner actually wanted to and was planning on turbo, hence why everything is ready for the turbo. And then he went and got a Mark IV Supra that he plans on building up. So that's gonna be hella fun for him. We obviously have this beautiful blue shade here. Then we have that same hydro dipped from the fog lights over here. Some fancy tops. What else we got over here? Well, we showed coilovers. Those are the functional form. Type 2 in there. I think that's it. I think he relocated some stuff. Some wiring, some different stuff just to make room and everything. Let's see, any other things over here? Might as well show you guys the trunk relocation, which the cover's chilling in here too. I am so pissed about that every time I freaking walk by it. God damn. All right, so cover's in here because that's where I put it. He's got some kill switch things in there, and then the battery inside this super sturdy container over there, which I don't know. You guys tell me. I've seen people do the relocation where it's in like the front fender over there somewhere. And with a front wheel drive, you might want the extra weight there. I don't know, it is what it is, but that was just me thinking out loud once when I saw that. I was like, might have been better to put it up front, but maybe that takes away other stuff. The good thing is, with the turbo setup, I can still keep AC. I know folks who run a supercharger, correct me if I'm wrong, most of the time, depending on what type of supercharger, I think you lose your AC. And then, like I said, let me just make sure I got my keys. I don't want to lock it. He did the wiper delete. So yeah, that's basically a nice overview of the car, of the current mods, how it sits. Beautiful, sexy wheels. Like I said, never been a fan of silver, but it just does it justice when you put them on a beautiful blue car and you just keep them clean, which is what I've been trying to do. Obviously, I'm keeping it clean, but I'm not keeping it in good shape because I don't know how the hell that happened. So yeah, like I said, I got some stuff coming. It's me. So we got new shift knob, new shift wheel probably. I like doing those little things. Maybe I'll get a new steering wheel. In the Fiat, I put the Guardian Designs. I believe an S2000 wheel fits in here. I believe an AP2 wheel specifically will fit perfectly. If somebody can confirm that, that would be really nice because I want to do custom. I like those type of interior mods. Some folks don't, but as a driver, I like those driver focus mods. That's why I went and got the Acuity short throw shifter. I got a very nice shift knob. I'm looking at maybe getting a steering wheel. So when you're driving, those are the components that you're touching and driving with, and I'm a big fan of upgrading those. And then when it comes to the turbo, like I said, Humble Performance is what I'm looking at. Possibly one of their 62 something trim turbos from Precision with the upgraded Precision wastegate and blow valve, and then most likely go to, what is it, top secret import tuning, tuned by Yosolo, who's not too far from here, and hopefully get a nice healthy 400 and change wheel horse on pump gas out of this on, I don't know, what is it usually, 10 to 12 PSI or so we run on a K20 like this with factory internals and everything. So yeah, that's about it. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this. If you did, give it a like, comment below. I'm always learning about this car too. It's the first time modifying this. My camera skills are terrible. But if you enjoyed it, subscribe for more. I'm gonna have a lot more content on this. Definitely check out my other videos. The Fiat 124 Spider Abarth. We just put a bigger turbo on there. Basically a internally reworked factory turbo, holding over 20 pounds of boost to redline. Thing pulls pretty hard for what it is, but keep in mind that car is more like a Miata. It's more about rear wheel drive. Little sports car, nice handling. I had an S2000. The 124 kind of replaced that, so to say. And yeah, that's it. Check out drivendistrict.com. We got a lot of merch on there for all the car folks out there, both for girls and guys. We got some performance parts. We got the Squash JDM air fresheners on there, so you definitely want to check those out. If you know, then you know, and if you don't, then you gotta smell one, aka buy one and smell it. You gotta fall in love with it. And that's about it. Thanks again for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next video.